Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Away Days, or the side edition of Away Days, my 2 cents, with me, Dino. I hope you're all doing good and doing well. Hope you've had a nice Easter and doing well. Just doing another episode of my 2 cents in regards to the teams that I support. Um, Following up yesterday's game against Man City, so I'm just going to talk about that quickly. Um, it's been a bit of a minute, hasn't it? Like, I haven't been on for a while. International breaks, FA Cups, Arsenal involved. Um, Big controversy with Ben White. There's been quite a bit which I've looked at and I thought I don't really want to talk about it too much because I don't know the whole ins and outs, and we don't know what the ins and outs is with regarding Ben White um, with England. I try not to talk about England and internationals too much. The only time I'm really involved with it is when it's the World Cup. So I'm not going to talk about it, but I am going to talk about yesterday's game. Um, let's let, let's call it how it is. It was a drab. It was a drab game, very very cagey, and I said it would be cagey a good 3 days before the game even kicked off. I said it was going to be a cagey game. Um, both teams just they went forward when they had to go forward. Arsenal gave away the ball to City, allowing them to have possession, but we had our chances as well at times. But at the end of the day, it was just a bit of a drab game, but um, it just paved the way for Liverpool to take advantage and take top spot on their own this time. So they're ahead by a good 2 points now. Looking at the stats, I'm looking at them now. Man City had 12 shots to Arsenal 6, one of them on target. Arsenal had two on target. Possession 73% to Man City to 27 to Arsenal. So it just shows you what the game was all about yesterday. Um, Again, like I said, very very drab, but at the same time, it was a very very good defensive display by Arsenal. Um, they done something which no other team has been able to do. I think they said that was the first time Man City had not scored at the Etihad in 57 home games. A remarkable record. From anyone's standards, to put that back. Now, incidentally, so if you are, I should have said this before, if you are listening, you're listening to my on my podcast on Podbean, and if you're on my YouTube channel, you are watching me on my YouTube channel as well. So I hope you guys are good. Like I said, hope you've had a good Easter, and have a good rest of the week as well. Um, so yeah, going back to the game, like I said, start off KG, really really up and down a bit. Um, Jesus, he had a couple of, I think there was a couple of times where I saw Jesus and it's like he was overdoing it. I mean, there was one opportunity where he had the chance to take a shot and he didn't, and the next thing you know, he's surrounded by six City players, and I thought, Jesus, you got to get rid of the ball a bit more quicker. Um, Defensively, but I want to talk about the defense. Um, when you talk about strikers being in defenders' pockets, Haaland was in that pocket of Saliba and Gabriel. Um, I may as well say now they were them two were my player of the match. Saliba was immense yesterday. He was calm, collective, and showed strength, showed a lot of desire, keeping Haaland quiet, which is not an easy thing to do, as we all know. Also got to give Gabriel his flowers as well in regards to the defensive pairing. Um, the one thing that the whole team had in terms of their chemistry was that their cohesion of communication was top notch. Um, whether they played at one point they were playing five at the back, just keeping everyone back, freedom midfield, and whether they done that or not, no, everyone was doing their job. And when you have a situation of playing defensive football when you're doing your job, it's going to be a very very long day for the team, um, which is attacking. Especially when there's someone like Man City who are, you know, got some of the most creative and flair players around, in Bernardo Silva and KDB, and even Phil Foden. Um, Again, yeah, I mean, there's not really much else you can say. There were other opportunities. Trossard had a chance late-ish in the second half. He could have squared it to Martinelli, but he took a shot himself. Jesus had another chance again. Where I thought if he just cut inside the defenders, if he cut in from the low cross and cut inside, he could have got a goal. Um, but ultimately, like everyone has said, it wasn't the best of games. It was very drab. It was very boring, and I was actually on a live on TikTok listening to the game with a couple of people, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you know, it was crap." Yeah, it was crap. But you come out of a point. We come out of a point. We didn't lose. Um, I predicted a draw. If any of you saw my predictions on the weekend for the Premiership, I did predict a draw for this game. I was either going to say an Arsenal win or draw. Um, but I thought, let me go the draw, and we got the draw. So put that into comparison to last season, as far as I'm concerned, it was a good defensive display. Now, this is where I start ranting. Not ranting, but this is where I have to start looking at other fans, and this is why I've said so many times I can't speak football to certain people anymore. I can't talk football to some of these fans out there. Um, you've got fans out there saying that Arsenal bowled it because of how they played. You've got fans saying that Man City bowled it. They're saying that some people are saying that the title race is over, that Liverpool have won it, even though there's 9 games to go and they're 2 points clear. Um, People saying that Saka disappeared, but yet so did Foden. Um, Haaland was like I said in the pocket of Sleeper and Gabriel. Um, you know, Bernardo Silva, he tried, but he had a very average game. Kevin De Bruyne, by his standards, had an average game. Jorginho was an absolute workhorse, but he came off. Thomas Partey came on. Just came to fill in the gaps. The agenda for Arsenal is so real, but it's got to a point where you have to start laughing at it. Um, we are. Where do I start with this now? I remember there was a game that happened a few years ago where Mourinho was in charge of Chelsea. Chelsea went to the Etihad, put up a good defensive display. I remember watching the game. They were strong defensively. They won the game 1-0. Near enough part of the bus. And pundits alike and fans alike were saying that it was a good defensive display by a good Jose Mourinho side. Arsenal done near enough the exact same thing. The only difference that Arsenal didn't do was score and get clean 3 points, but yet it was seen as Arsenal playing rubbish. And I tuned into Talk Sport, and there was one Man City fan that came on and said the exact same thing. That Arsenal just came there just to play for a draw, and I thought, well, we did have 2 more attempts on goal more than you, so where are you getting that from? It's like some of these teams expect teams like Arsenal just to go up against teams and just lay down for them and just say, right, we'll lay down for you. You go and score 3, 4 goals, just like what happened last season when Man City beat us 4-1. Put that game into comparison with this one. We've drawn 0-0. It was a good defensive display by Arsenal. Man City themselves, I'll give them their flowers. They defended well as well. What exactly do you want? Like, this is why I keep thinking the agenda against Arsenal is just unbelievably ridiculous. Yet, the man of the match was an Arsenal player who kept one of the most 4-point strikers in world football quiet for a whole 90 minutes. What more can I say? Like, it's got to a point now where it really is, like I say, I can't talk football with certain fans. It's um it's ridiculous. Um, you guys can sit there and say whether I'm right or wrong, but I'm just saying what I see. Um, it's got to a point now where it's like, right, the only way that this can shut fans up is by Arsenal win the league. I've had the question asked of me: do I believe Arsenal can win the league? Yes, I do believe Arsenal can win the league. We're in it with a shout. We are 2 points behind. We play tomorrow. Our next 2 games. Um, I look at them. I look at them and think, they're winnable games. They're going to be tough games, but they're winnable. We're more than capable. So as Arsenal fans, we we just know we're just here for the ride. But when the realism is there to say that, you know what, we can win this thing, and I believe we can. We just got to keep going. So we can make up for yesterday tomorrow. And moving on to tomorrow, we are playing Luton at the Emirates. So another home game. 9 games to go. I will bring up the title running shortly. Actually, I'll bring it up now. Luton, they themselves, at this point in time now, teams are fighting for their Premiership lives, and Luton is one of those teams who are doing that now. In regards to staying up, there's probably about 6 teams down there who well, I think 2 of them are gone, but Luton are one of the other ones who could actually escape, and they're going to be fighting for this game. The last time we played them, their game was a hell of a game. If I remember correctly, the game finished 4-3. Defensively we were a bit all over the place in that game, but we showed good character to come back and win the game. And I think it's going to be another tough game again. But I think we can win it. So Gooners, don't worry about it. I think we're more than capable of getting something out of the game. So I'm just going to scroll down because I'm just looking on my laptop right now. Let's see if I can get the running. Let's see if it's there. So okay, I'm doing all this. So right now, so Liverpool. Okay, so at the moment Liverpool has 67 points. I'm going to mention goal difference as well because goal difference is starting to become a bit of a factor now because Liverpool are starting to score goals themselves. Liverpool's goal difference is plus 40, and their remaining games are Sheffield United at home, Man United away, Crystal Palace at home, Fulham away, Everton away, West Ham away, Tottenham at home, Aston Villa away, and Wolves at home. Those are Liverpool's games. Try and tally up how many points you feel Liverpool will get out of that one. So if I scroll down, we come to us, we come to the boys. So Arsenal has 65 points, our goal difference is 46. And the other remaining games are Luton at home, Brighton away, Villa at home, Wolves away, Chelsea at home, Tottenham away, Bournemouth at home, Man United away, and Everton at home. Very, very up and down with the fixtures with us, but it's home and away. And then Man City, they're on 64 points. Goal difference of plus 35, and their fixtures as follows: Aston Villa at home, Crystal Palace away, Luton at home, Brighton away, Forest away, Wolves at home, Fulham away, West Ham at home, and Tottenham away. So all 3 teams are still going to play Tottenham and Villa. So those will be key games. The other key factor is that all 3 teams are all 3 in Europe. So Europe will be a factor as well. And I think Pep Guardiola has gone on about that at some point in regards to the dates. I think he wanted one of his games to be pushed back 24 hours, but I don't think it's going to happen in that regard. I will put up the title running fixtures on the YouTube channel as well, so you guys can have a look as well. So yeah, if you feel what you feel in regards to tallying up the games where you think each team will win, and yeah, let me know your predictions in the comments as well. That'd be appreciative. But yeah, very, very, very tough games coming up. But like I said, this week for Arsenal is, we've got 2 games this week. I'm going to go back up to them again just to remind you. So we have Luton on Wednesday, on the 3rd of April, and then we've got Brighton away on Sunday. So yeah, two big games there, which 2 must-win games, because then after that we've got Villa and Wolves and Chelsea. They're going to be tough games. Our next 4 games after them, 2 games of tough games. Probably the toughest part of the remaining fixtures that we have left. So again, Villa at home, Wolves away, Chelsea at home and Tottenham away. You know, having a North London derby so close towards the end of the season can be massive. So um, that's how it's looking. So, but I think we're more than capable. We're more than capable. We've shown that this season. We've shown what we could do. We've shown that we can score goals. We've shown that we've got a good defence. They are tough games, but every single game in the Premiership is tough, regardless of how you look at it. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Well done, boys, yesterday. Ignore the play. Ignore the haters, guys. Fans, ignore the haters of the fans. Ignore the haters from the pundits and the radio stations. Don't listen to Sky Sports and Talksport. They just do that all the time. But yeah, just pay no way to them. But anyway, guys, thank you again. I'll be back on Wednesday. Again after the game against Luton. Talk about Luton games. So hopefully we'll have goals to talk about in that one, and another 3 points in the bag, and then we can look forward to the weekend against Brighton. So that should be a good one. So yeah, guys and girls, Gooners, Goonerettes, thank you very much for listening. Oh, and one more thing as well before I leave. Huge congratulations to the Arsenal ladies yesterday for winning I think it was the Conti League Cup. They won that by a goal to nil against Chelsea ladies. I was actually watching both games at the same time at one point, and the Arsenal girls were huffing and puffing, and they got their desserts. They got their deserved win in that one. They scored 4 minutes before we would have gone to penalties because it went to extra time. So congratulations to the girls as well on that one. Hopefully that will push up a bit more in the WSL for the girls as well. Let's see if they've got an outside chance of winning the league. So we'll see what they have to say, see what happens there. But congratulations to both teams yesterday, especially to the ladies for their Conti Cup win yesterday afternoon. Yeah, but that's me. That's me. Guys, girls, Gooners, Goonerettes. I will see you in the next one. In regards to everything else, I'll be speaking more about that later in the week. I'll be doing my predictions as well for this week's games. Actually, I will be doing a couple predictions for this week's Premiership games and the weekend as well. So yeah, do keep a lookout for that on my YouTube channel, and take it easy. Again, happy Easter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.